Hey! Don't adjust your screen. I'm really here, and welcome to the greatest D&D extravaganza on this world or the next. Welcome to Goblins Under the Stairs, aka God's Hair. You got Solrak the Destroyer here, ready to lead you on another weeknight adventure of slashing and bashing here, along with Wilmore Chattington, aka the shortest and chattiest of them all, and Old Man Fang, yeah, who's turned pretty badass as the time goes by here. And now, to get us away and take us in an epic adventure, I give it up for the greatest D&D DM in all the land. It's Nate Gonzalez here. Take it away.
Thank you, Solrak the Destroyer, and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, goblins, orcs, all folks of all ages. Welcome back to another lovely week of Goblins Under the Stairs, Thursday night edition. Ready to, as you guys can see, and Solrak mentioned, yeah, you guys can see us this week. We got the video set up, except for Chattington. Little fella can't quite figure out technology yet, but maybe we'll get there one day.
We only had enough funding for 3 webcams.
Yeah, that's right. One day, you guys got to keep on pledging to, subscribe to our Twitch, get us in there, get us affiliated, and maybe one day, but highly doubt it. So anyways, with that said, we've been gone for like 2 weeks. I want to just jump on into it and, get this adventure rolling. So with that said, let's do a quick little recap. Last time we were all together, you guys just boarded the airship after leaving this Black Raven tribe and the Grey Wolf tribe burial mounds, and just escaping this fate from this glacial behemoth as well. And woke up in the morning, Solrak kind of feeling a little feverish, a little off. His senses seemed to be a little heightened as he could smell Brutus a lot more intensely than he typically could. And Wilmore was quick to piece together, after examining some bite marks on his body, that Solrak did in fact take a bite or two from these lichens, the werewolves at this Grey Wolf tribe mound, and may have gotten infected with the lichen curse. And so, being a little weary of this, everyone took a little bit of precautions, put Solrak in his room and locked him up in there. Solrak was in there, he took his opal of the Ildrune and he traced it to his longsword that he had and imbued it with this firepower now. Pretty fucking badass of him to do that. But the night went on, you guys took a couple more precautions, and lo and behold, that lichen curse afflicted Solrak, and patches of fur start growing from his shoulders, and his fingers elongated to these long claws, and he turned into a werewolf and started bashing down the doors, and couldn't control it until finally Fang was able to speak some sense into him, and Solrak was able to manage it, get under control for that night at least, and nothing too crazy happening except for busting down some doors, and guys got a nice long rest and woke up the next morning, descending down to Bryn Shandir, and took a little bit of about half mile to a mile hike to get to the gates. And approaching the gates, you guys heard a war horn, a very definitive war horn. It was probably the most intense, intimidating war horn that I've ever heard in my life. And so you guys heard this and looked up ahead and saw that there were these 3 frost giants up there attacking the gates, storming the gates. They had some rocks and boulders that were thrown at the gates. There were some fires overhead on the other side of the wall, showing that they were really trying to raid and get into this settlement. Solrak, not thinking twice about it, just kept on running and running, getting up there, and came in there slashing and bashing at these frost giants. Fang went down pretty quickly. Wilmore a little bit after that. It was pretty close to you guys calling it to a potential TPK maybe, but you know what? You guys pulled it off. Solrak slashing them down. Cuomo coming in there and pecking out the heart of one of these frost giants. Pretty intense. And yeah, you guys standing here now at the gates of Bryn Shandir. As I look here now, you see that there's all these soldiers on the battle map. Dead, the frost giants dead, these winter wolves slain there as well, these winter wolves that had this frosty, icy breath that they could exhume from their mouth, and they were kind of partnered up with these frost giants. And up ahead on the wall, you guys could see was like the sheriff and the town speaker, maybe the sheriff's deputy. They yelled down to you as you guys finished slaying these beasts. Thank you, great adventurers! Please enter the city. Please seek refuge.
Coming in. Rap Chattington. Is he awake at this point or asleep still? I forgot.
Technically he's unconscious. I mean, he's not unconscious. He's stable. But his eyes are closed right now.
Alright, cool. So I have him draped over my shoulder.
Yes.
And I proceed to spit out a big gup of blood. And I said, coming in! We need help! Stat!
As my body relaxes, I release gas from my butt.
I'll remember that, little man.
But I can't control it. I'm not actually saying.
Yes.
And I'm following shortly behind on Cuomo's back while he's flying my rather weak and heavily injured body right behind you guys.
I say, Brutus!
Ruff, ruff. So Brutus follows up behind you all, and you guys approach the gates, and the gates kind of creakily open up inwards towards the city, and you guys can see behind the gates now. A little bit of destruction, not too much. It looks like you guys maybe got there just in time to maybe avert a major destruction happening to the city, and the sheriff and the town speaker, they come down this barricaded wall up here, and they greet you at the gates. And the sheriff, this dark-skinned gentleman, he's got like a blue blue leather coat with fur on the shoulders and everything. It's kind of like fur around the wrist as well. He kind of approaches you all and says, "Let's walk and talk. Keep going. Gentlemen, I really appreciate what you did for us out here. Many more lives would have been lost if it weren't for your honor. We really appreciate that greatly."
Heard those monsters coming in. You have to put a stop to their quests. It's like you guys took a lot of damage here. You're in a position to help us. Quite weak at the moment, as you can see. Spit another glove of blood.
Absolutely. Guys, is he gonna be okay? The one, he points to Wilmer on your shoulder.
I continue to be dead.
Stable, but definitely unconscious. You all need health. That.
Absolutely. Like I said, let's walk and talk. There's no time to waste. We can get you up to the Temple of Lathander for some healing if you'd like.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. So you guys kind of walk through okay. Just says that you guys aren't all connected to the same version. You guys all keep on walking through the gates and through the city and everything. You can see some definitely scared civilians and citizens peeking out of windows and kind of opening up doors and seeing what's going on in the town and everything. And you guys keep on walking through. Let's see. You guys can see this, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, still picture.
Cool. Yeah. This is pretty much just showing you the city that you guys are walking through currently, and yeah, the sheriff, he introduces himself to you. Once again, thank you all so much for what you're able to do for us. My name is Sheriff Stockholm. What is your name? He gestures to you, Solrak.
I'm Solrak the Destroyer. It's here, and I nod over to Chattington. Wilmore Chattington. Bald one is Fang.
Fang, welcome to Bryn Shandir. I wish it could have been under better circumstances, but please, what brings you to our great city here in the north?
Well, before we get there, I guess I should ask you, the Giants went with you.
That's a great question. They came up to the gates and stormed us unannounced, except for this war horn that we heard in the distance, and they were shouting out that they were seeking a man. The name was Artis Simber. I know of no such a man. being the sheriff here, I know of most civilians in the city's walls. It's a name I'm unfamiliar with.
Cinder?
I believe it was Simber with a B.
Never heard of such name. Bang? Have you heard of such name?
Do you do you know if anyone here might know of that name?
It's a name I'm unfamiliar with, though we can certainly ask around. Again, it's not someone within these walls. I can almost guarantee that. I would almost be assured that I would be familiar with that name. But let's get you all to the temple. You guys keep on walking.
Once Chatterton wakes up, he might even be able to help us.
Sure. So you guys keep on walking through the streets, and as I said, like, you know, people seem to be a little bit scared and nervous at this moment. But they see the three of you walking, or I guess the two of you walking, Wilmore draped over your shoulder, walking through the gates in the city with the sheriff, Sheriff Southwell. And so they definitely are looking at you all with like an eye of like wonder and respect and kind of curiosity. And you guys keep on walking through the city, and you approach this beautiful temple. It's got this golden archway out front with an emblem of a sun embellished in it. It's got like a nice like domed top with a bell tower that sticks up the top of it. And the sheriff kind of gestures over to the temple. This is a temple of Lathander. The cleric in there, Delvon, he will be able to help you with any sort of healing if you may need it. Typically, they just offer or ask for a donation, some sort of offering to their sun god. But given these circumstances, I'd be willing to bet that they'd waive the fee or any idea of a donation.
I would sure hope so, yeah. Anyways, take care of the little one first and drop Chatterton.
So you guys going to approach up to the inside of the temple? Go inside?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you guys go approach the temple. The front doors are like two gilded doors with a sun that splits in between half the doors, and so that when you open it, you know, it's half of the sun on each side of the doors. And you open up, and it's nice and warmly lit in there. Sconces brightly lighting the walls. There's a nice golden brazier that's in the center of the room as you guys walk through like an aisle of pews on each side of you. The brazier glowing nice and bright, and as you look up, you can actually notice that there's a sunlight above you. It's like a mosaic sunlight of actual like an image of a sun. And you guys get up there and notice that there's like an altar with candles and different kinds of like religious garb, like a table runner that has like the gold silk running on it, and a man standing behind there. He's got like a white robe with gold trim on it. It's got the emblem of the sun on it as well. Middle age, about 40 something years old, gray slicked back hair. Welcome to the Temple of Lathander. Please, how may I assist you today? The Morning Lord welcomes you with his warm light.
Healing.
Oh.
Need help. And then I just collapse with Chatterton. He's on the ground and I'm on the ground.
Absolutely, yes. And he points over to another, like an acolyte, like a younger boy, probably like in his 20s, kind of chubbier looking kid. I'll show you guys like their tokens. Yeah, he's got like this kind of like fur cap on, kind of tucked over his ears, and he was like shuffling through books and everything when you guys came in, and the priest acknowledges over to him and gestures for him to come on over, and he kind of drops all the books and shuffles over to y'all, and he says, let me take care of this one. And do any of you, are you hurt as well? And Solrak, guessing that you falling to the ground, you're pretty hurt too.
Yes. I've had better days.
Absolutely. The sheriff told me about.
Get another glove of blood everywhere, just like.
Please, it's not a problem. And he comes up and he puts a palm on both of you and Wilmore, and this warm, radiant, like glowing white light just kind of shines through his arms, out of his fingertips, and right on into you all. And Wilmore's eyes, they open up, and you also feel a little bit of healing. You both get 8 points of healing to you.
Big 8.
And
then I. Go ahead.
Did you need healing as well, good sir?
Yeah, as I kind of like roll off of Cuomo. Yeah, yes, please, if you don't mind.
Absolutely. So he comes over to you, places a palm on you, on your forehead as well, and you see that warm light come zooming out of his fingertips, and you also get 8 points of healing back to you.
Now, thank you, my sir. Now, if you don't mind, I'm not actually as old as I look. See, I look early 40s, but really I'm 21. Would you be able to bring me back to my younger age?
I'm sorry to hear that you were. What was the cause of this affliction? I have to make sure that I am familiar with such a way.
We believe it to be a curse, my friend.
A curse. Yes, I believe we can work with that. And he, once again, extends his hand out to you, and places it on your forehead, and you feel that warmth kind of just go from your head down to your toes. And as that warmth comes through your whole body, your age kind of drops with it from head to toe. Just kind of like as that light passes through, it shows your younger age on the other side.
Thank you for all of that. I feel not only better, but a little bit more energetic now, too. Appreciate that.
It's the least we could do for brave warriors.
Strength.
Yes, I'm sorry?
I hope you don't lose old man strength, Fang.
I guess I'll just have to keep working out in my off time.
Damn right.
While I have you, like I said, I appreciate, I'm sure I speak for everyone here. I appreciate what you've been able to do for us. That health will certainly help us tremendously. But you know what? I've been kind of fascinated, so to say, with the ways of healing. You wouldn't happen to have a tome on that I could kind of study during our adventure here, would you?
You'd love to learn the ways of the Morning Lord.
That's right.
I think Sirak over here, and he gestures to the younger acolyte. I believe Sirak may be able to find a tome off the shelves for you to be able to, if you'd like to keep it for yourself and learn a little bit more of the Morning Lord's ways. It'd be my honor to share and extend that knowledge to you.
Thank you, my good sir. And I'll go ahead and approach Sirak. And hey there, my name is Fang. The other gentleman sent me over here to seek the a tome on the way of the healing. You wouldn't be able to help me out with that by any chance, would you?
He kind of is like a little awkward. Like he looks down. Doesn't like want to make eye contact with you too much. Yeah. I think I got one right over here. Give me just 1 second. And he pulls a step stool out from the side of the bookshelf, and he steps it up in front of it, and you see him like fiddling around on the shelf for a bit, looking around at different spines and trying to find something. I think I got one right here, and he pulls it out. It's a nice like white leather bound book. It's got a golden sun stamped on the cover of it, and he hands it over to you. I was reading this one a little bit, and to be honest, it was going a little bit over my head. but it has some stuff with healing in there, and if that's what you're looking for, I think it might be your best bet.
It's exactly what we're looking for. You see, myself and the other large gentleman, we're more of the slash and bash kind of crew, if you will, and then the shorter one. Well, I mean, he's a hell of a spellcaster, but no one is really keen on healing anyone unless we have healers kits. And quite frankly, with the mission that we're on right now, you know, we can't solely rely on that sometimes. So this will ought to do the trick. I really appreciate it, Sirak.
Yeah. The light of the Morning Lord is a special thing, and I hope that you're able to uncover more from it than I was able to. Like I said, I just got here a couple months ago, and so I've been trying to read up as much as I can. And I'm getting there. With Delvon's help, I'm definitely getting there. But yeah, I appreciate you guys helping out with protecting the city. That's mighty honorable of you.
Well, it's the least that we could do. And I mean, we really appreciate the fact that you guys were able to give us some health, and then you were even able to bring me back to my younger age. So, like I said, we really appreciate all that you guys have been able to do as well.
And Fang, with your passive insight, you kind of noticed that there was a tone to his voice about how he was saying that he respects you guys protecting the city, almost like he had a responsibility for the cause or something like that.
Now, while we're here, you guys wouldn't happen to know anyone by the name of Artis Simber?
Kind of like sheepishly looks away, making sure that Delvon's not like looking over or listening.
I cast guidance on him.
On Fang?
On Fang, yes.
Yeah, I heard about that. The Frost Giants were looking for him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the thing is I think he's my biological father.
What?
Where?
What does that have any meaning to the Giants?
Well, I mean, they were looking for him. I don't know why. I've never even met him myself. I was put up for adoption when I was a baby, and I've only heard stories of him. Stories of him and his magical ring that he had of the everlasting winter, and let him be immortal.
Why exactly would you think you're his biological son?
Well, it's what my foster mother used to tell me, and she told me these stories as well.
I know how this is. Don't worry, buddy. Sure, your father is totally this immortal god, superpowers.
Well, he's not an immortal god. He's human. It's just he's got this ring, right? And this is what she was telling me, is that he has a ring, and this ring has the power to. Yeah, just the way she explained it is he could cause the everlasting winter. Is her words, meaning that he could make it that the sun would never shine again. It would always be winter. And somehow this ring that he acquired, maybe it was luck, maybe it was unlucky, it was some sort of fate for him, but it made him immortal. At least that's what she told me.
And you have no idea where he is.
I have never met him. I came all the way from the east, all the way from over from the Anarok area, and I moved over to Baldur's Gate probably a year ago. And I took a ship from Baldur's Gate all the way up here, and that was about 6 months ago. I made it up to the 10 towns, and then I got in here to Bryn Shandir just a few months ago, and I've been looking for him everywhere, but now I'm out here being an acolyte, doing a little bit of fishing, a little bit of knucklehead fishing.
So your father, you're telling me that your father...
Is the pastor around listening to this?
He's like around, but he's not actively listening. He like sent off Sirac to get the books, and Fang
I'm just gonna
followed.
kind of walk over to him while they talk.
Sure.
So you're telling me that your father is potentially this being, this immortal being with the potential to control winter forever. You're wasting your time with books.
Look, it's not my choice. You don't get to choose your parents. And obviously he didn't want me. He gave me up before I even had a chance to say, Dada.
You don't know that. You have no idea why he might have left. You don't get to choose your parents, but you do get to choose your path.
Do I pick up that he's telling the truth?
You can roll an insight check.
You really wanted to find him, yeah. You could be
12.
Throw a D4 on top of it.
Yeah, you're blessed.
Oh yeah, got it.
Or yeah, guidance.
I mean, I'm blessed too.
Yeah, he
one.
is. Great job.
From what you can tell, he seems sincere, especially with the way like he's like kind of like almost embarrassed to talk about it.
Gotcha.
He's sheepishly talking about it.
Who's to say such a weapon could even be real? Ring that makes it eternal winter? Makes you immortal? Ah! It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's pretty much what I've been telling myself my whole life, but I had to tell myself some sort of story to explain why he left me.
Oh. Sorry he left you. I hope there was a good reason for it.
Me too. But I don't think there ever will be. Wilmer, what are you doing?
I am walking over to the pastor.
Yeah, you see him kind of just like at the altar.
Hey, buddy, did you see me kill those giants out there?
No, I was hiding in here.
Oh, well, that's a shame. We actually came here, just looking for. I guess I haven't known about that yet. Or no, I heard the other guy say his dad, right?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. We actually came here looking for an artist Shimber, and does that name ring a bell to you by chance?
Doesn't ring a bell to me. No, I'm unfamiliar with that name. Not a member of the temple, at least.
Well, I guess that is what it is. Do you know if there's maybe any what's with the leadership in this town? We noticed a couple, let's call it frill on the ramparts while I was killing all those giants for everybody. Who exactly were they?
If there was a female up there in furs that you're speaking of, that was probably Duvessa, our town speaker.
So,
yeah.
Duvessa?
Yeah, Duvessa. Duvessa Shane.
I think there was a gentleman that was also kind of barking out orders to everybody. He was a little grumpy. Was that? Is that like the town cryo or mayor or
Sheriff Southwell?
Oh, Sheriff Southwell.
Yeah, Markham is his proper first name, but most folk call him Sheriff Southwell.
I think Sheriff works well for me because we were just passing through. We were actually on our way out even more west from here, into the waste. But if we were looking for our friend here, Mr. Shimba, do you think that would probably be the best place to start?
I'm unfamiliar with the name, so I'm afraid to tell you that I'm not the best one to ask for advice on this. I wouldn't know where to point you in at all.
I just start flipping my the seal of Lathander that I had in my pocket, and I go, well, I just wanted to say thank you for bringing me back. Unfortunately, one of those last giants, after I brought him down, the axe kind of fell on me, and I couldn't get out of the way. So it was, it's tough being so small, carrying. I was carrying these lugs, and I kind of point over to them, except the dog. He's pretty cool. So I tell you what, as thank you very much for your help. I really appreciate it, and I just kind of give them. Um, is there is there a place that I can make an offering to the temple, my friend?
Oh, it's very kind of you. I see this brooch that you have. You a member of the temple as well? You a follower of the Morning Lord?
We were in great favor of the Morning Lord when he was in need. So we were kind of bestowed this favorability of the temple and the following of the Thander. So me personally, you know what I follow. I follow I follow stuff. But they might be. I don't know. So yeah, you know.
Well,
I just kind of stare at him.
yeah, I know. Yes. And I appreciate your services to the Morning Lord. Whatever you must have done in the past must have been an honorable thing, and to be presented with such an item. So we
We
appreciate
killed an
that.
aboleth.
Oh
I just keep
wow.
looking at him.
Oh,
Well, I killed an aboleth. They were there.
that's impressive.
I know. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really
Um,
do.
we do have a basket, and he gestures right behind him. We're going to see a couple of copper and silver and gold pieces scattered throughout it. If you'd like to make an offering, you may do so behind. But as someone who has dedicated his life, or almost gave his life to protect members of the Temple of Lathander, don't feel obligated to do so.
Well, I genuinely appreciate y'all's help, and I take 5 gold pieces, and I put it up, and I go, Jordan. I just hoop it right on in there from right where I'm standing.
Make a dexterity check.
Yeah. Solid 7.
Yeah, it hits the rim of the basket and it bounces a couple times on it, and then flies off to the side. And don't worry about that, Wilmore. I'll go get that in a little bit. It was a nice try, though. I don't know who Jordan is, but it was a nice try.
Let's just say you don't want to know who Jordan is. All right, Francis. And I give him the old double eye wink, and I walk back to everybody and I go, gentlemen, you're welcome.
Are we done here?
Welcome for what? What did you do?
I mean, you know what I did. Come on, we'd all be dead if it wasn't for me.
Right.
What, did your nap bring us life or something? Cause seemed pretty sleepy to me. I was busy slashing a giant's entire guts out here.
Yeah, you're welcome for letting you do that.
You mean
Anytime, Big Soul
Cuomo
Rat.
was?
Okay, I will admit Cuomo was the MVP in that situation.
One peck monster kill.
He's a finisher, that's for sure.
That's what she said.
So, what's the plan, guys?
So, this one here, and I point to... Wait, what's the guy's name again from the one I'm talking to?
The younger one,
Yes.
Sirac.
Sirac here. Little buddy tells me his father is the person that we're looking for, that the giants were looking for, and that his father wore a ring, not just made it immortal, let him control winter. So we must find him, and I guess he's the key. He's a little nerd. No offense.
Oh no, none taken. No, kind of am.
So, the question is, we want to find this man. Immortal. I don't know if he's a man, whatever he is.
I'm gonna check my my compass, detect magic.
Sure. Yeah. You cast detect magic, and pings off just a little bit of magic, like in the area, just kind of like an aura of like divination magic, or yeah, just like healing energy, essentially.
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
But nothing like you're not picking up like anything strange. I mean, all your guys' magic items and stuff pings off always, but you're used to seeing that.
I walk towards the doors and then kind of poke my head outside just to see like what time of day it is.
Yeah, it's still relatively early in the day. Sun's still up. It's hiding behind like a thick layer of like gray clouds though. But it's probably early, like before, like right before noon.
Okay.
Yeah.
I make my way back into like the main area where Solrek and Chattington are. I mean, guys, we still got a decent amount of daylight here while we're at it. I mean, I know there's some items that we were looking to potentially get rid of. Maybe we go ahead and try and find a market. And as for you, Solrek, maybe you find something to ride on for some transportation.
Transportation, you say? Yes. That's a good idea.
Yep, because you're not the fastest one here.
That's right. Tell me, Sirak, to be anywhere in the market, I could get a horse or something of that type.
I'm thinking a yak.
A yak.
Don't come back. Yakety yak.
Yeah, I can't get across the water though. No, so Sierra respond. Yeah, no, there's no place in the marketplace to get a horse. We have a pretty big market in the center of town. There are some stables down on the southwest side of town. But the woman there, Grayson, that runs the stables, it's mostly griffins that she has.
I could see you flying on a griffin, Solrak.
That sounds pretty badass. I'm mildly afraid of heights, but you could do that.
Just have him
She
kind
has,
of
she has a few axe beaks too, but it's mostly griffins.
Cool. And what's this lady's name again?
It's Grayson.
Grayson, the Griffin lady. That sounds good.
And how do we find her?
So there's a if you just go through town, hit the center market of town, and you just follow the main path southwest. She's pretty much at the southwest gates.
Let's
And
do
you,
it.
and you said that market was in the middle of town, correct?
Yeah, you'd have to pass through that to get there.
Excellent.
So we'll sell some stuff first, and then we'll get me a griffin.
Yeah, I think let's maybe head over to the market. Fang, do you drink?
No.
Okay, well then you can play Pinochle, and Solrak and I can maybe get a drink later.
Yeah.
I'll make sure you guys stay in line. Don't worry.
Oh, as long as those lines are crooked, if you know what I mean.
I'd like to think I don't know what you mean.
Oh, you don't know what I mean.
Okay.
No, you definitely don't.
All
know.
right. Well,
I don't even know that I know.
let's just. I think it's time for us to get out of here.
I agree. Let's head on down to the market.
Thanks again, you guys. Much appreciated.
Yeah, Delvon just kind of waves, and the Morning Lord thanks you for your brave honor in helping defend this city, and please come back anytime.
Thank you.
Look over at Sirak. Sirak, don't forget, you always choose a new path. Not Adam.
It's a little too deep for me, but I think I get what you're saying. So you guys walk out. Fucking idiot. So you guys walk out of the
As soon as the door shuts, I look at everybody and goes, "Well, I see why Artis left his ass at the doorstop. Fucking loser, am I right? If
You
we
got
find
it.
him, we should probably tell him how stupid his son is."
Ah,
And then I
nice.
just start walking away.
Yeah, we're a loser. Puss.
So you guys walk out into the early afternoon, noon haze to Bryn Shandir, and you guys know that he said to head to the center of town to get to the market. So you guys kind of start wandering that way. You guys can see like on the map where I drew that pink line. That's kind of the route that you guys took to get to the temple. So you guys kind of back out and start heading out, and you hear a couple, loud chattering. It sounds like commotion. People gathered and whatnot. So you believe that you should probably be heading towards that direction. And as you guys are walking that way, you see a couple of other shops that are scattered across the streets. One of them that you see has it's got like a glass, big glass window out front, kind of a mortared stone around it. It's got a sign hanging that has a wooden engraved emblem of a diamond with a snowflake in the center of it, and above the door it says the Gem of the North. And inside of the window, you can see a bunch of like precious gemstones shining and reflecting all the different iridescent colored lights through the window.
Gentlemen, I think we should maybe stop in here and make some cake.
Let's do it. Side note, I am eating some cake, which is very nice.
I know, that's why I said that.
So
I thought it was
I'm eating a pound of salami.
he's playing hide the sausage.
Yeah, it's delicious.
So a lot of sausage to hide.
Got a lot of places to hide it.
All right, so you go and enter into the door of this gem shop, the Gem of the North. You hear a little bell that rings as you guys enter into the door, and inside you see a bunch of like nice set organized cases with all sorts of different gemstones. Some of them set into like rings and necklaces and whatnot, but most of it is just like loose and like sitting on like nice like wolf fur, like as like the protection that they're all sitting on. And coming out from like a back room, you guys see this gnomish man, a little bit older. He's got circular like spectacles on, very like well put together looking leather apron that has all sorts of like different like tongs and different tools for observing the jewels and gems, like a loop and whatnot. And he kind of comes in through that back door and sees you all walking in. Oh, hello, and welcome to the Gem of the North. Can I help you, gentlemen?
Absolutely. I am chatting. I'm Wilmore, and these are my
Wilmore.
friends. And what was your name, my friend?
The name is Baldric.
Baldric. I love that name, by the way. That's a fantastic name. Has anybody ever told you that?
Thank you. I hear it quite often.
It's a gift. It's a gift. So I was wondering.
Yes.
And I pull out my bag of holding. I just start rummaging around with it. Do you perhaps you sell and buy gems? And I'm just circling around my bag of holding with my hand.
Do I sell and buy gems? My good sir, I am the Gem of the North. I would love to check out any gems that you have.
Oh, well, they call me the Gem of the South, my friend. And I tip my bag of holding.
No one calls him that. Never once.
I had a feeling that no one did.
Oh,
I
we've
looked
been
at
hanging out for a while.
I've looked at the copyrights and the trademarks.
Yeah, totally. Like we've been hanging out for quite some time. Never once. We've encountered quite a lot of people at many towns.
You don't know where I come from, but anyway. And then I dump out 11 small gemstones, 2 emeralds, 2 garnet, 2 jade, 1 jet, 3 human skulls, 1 onyx, 1 quart, 1 zirconium, a large gold bracelet, 8 amethysts, and I think that's about it.
Is it everything that was in the list earlier?
Yeah, so it's all of those plus the I have in my list 11 small just gemstones that I
Okay.
picked up in Phandalin.
Cool. So, he kind of like just watches you spread all of this across his nice glass counter. So, excuse me. Oh, watch! You're gonna ding it up. Please. Yo, is that a skull? What is wrong with you?
It comes from the south.
Strange. Yes. So, let's see. I don't deal with any of this strange items. Points like to the alabaster mask and the whatever else you had out there, the silk handkerchief.
I just put those things back in.
Yeah, and the gold like bracelet. Oh, are there any stones? And then he kind of observes it. No, sorry, I don't take precious metals, just gemstones. This is quite a hoard. I have to ask you, this is not it's not a normal amount of stones that I've seen people bring in. Where did you acquire such a bounty?
Well, we've been adventuring with the group, and I just kind of shade to everyone. I mean, don't they look like adventurers?
They do.
Soldier, we really have gone through several towns, many places, met many people, and no one calls them Gem of the South, not one. So, I'm lying about that.
I know it's because it's Stone of the South. So you're absolutely right, Solrak. No one calls me Gem of the South. They call me Stone of the South.
Those don't have a nice ring on it at all.
I
Not
would
like
believe
Gem of
Pebble.
the South.
Pebbles of the South.
I like that. I like that. I like that a lot.
I can tell that you are a couple of adventurers, so I won't ask too many questions. I won't pry. I just I don't want anything that shouldn't be in my hands, if you know what I mean.
All of these either no longer have owners or were given to us.
Understood. I won't ask any more questions. I won't pry. You have quite amount of stones here. It will take me a little bit of time to appraise them. Do you mind if you maybe come back later this afternoon, early evening?
I'm comfortable with that, gentlemen. Are you comfortable?
Just for the appraisal cost, I do ask a price for that as well.
What's the price?
It's 1 gold piece to 2 gold pieces per stone. You have quite a selection here, so I'll do 1 gold piece per stone that you have.
1 gold piece per
gold
stone.
piece per
To
stone,
sell
so
you
that's-
stuff?
I have to appraise them to make sure that they are authentic. I cannot let my name be tarnished like some of these stones.
13.
To
That's
save some time
21
and-
gold pieces, roughly.
21.
Just to
We'll
tell
call it
you what
20.
it-
20 is
We'll call
quite
it
fine.
20.
and to save time on the transactions, I'll go ahead and put up my my gemstones.
Oh, you have some as well.
I
All of
do.
you. Do you have some too? And he points to you, Solrak.
No, I don't. And if I did, I would not want to pay someone to appraise them. It's insulting.
You pay for
So-
quality. Yes. Consider.
Happen to you, Baldrick.
Yep,
You
I got-
people.
That's
Used to be
enough,
about the
Solrak.
people.
Ah, jeez.
When did it become
Sometime.
about the
If
money?
you're gonna be belligerent, please step out of my shop.
I gladly will. And I walk out.
Thank
Come on,
you.
Brutus.
As you were.
God,
They called
sometimes-
him the Stone of
Okay.
You know what
I just want to give him my 20 jet gemstones and 4 black pearls.
Oh, man, not a problem. Well, just 20 gold pieces to appraise that as well then.
Excellent. Now, I also have this. I know you said you don't really work with metal and you prefer to work with only stones. And I pull out the Helm of the Dead. You wouldn't express any interest in this, would you?
That is a grotesque piece of armor.
Right? All you had to say was no. Okay.
No.
There
I'm
you
like,
go.
and then from outside, I'm listening in using my enhanced perception.
Make a perception check with advantage, see if you can hear. Fang, you can mark off 20 gold pieces though. If you
Oh
don't
yeah,
mind.
thank you.
It's 20 total, or just 20 for his and 20 for ours?
Each. Because
24.
he had 24 gems altogether.
Okay, all right, yeah. So
12.
I mean, you could hear him like definitely showing his distaste for this piece of equipment.
And I just shake my head and I look over at Brutus. This guy clearly doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about here.
and then
yeah, go on.
I say to Fang, so Fang, I know we just met, but if you want in on this loot, I look at all of our gemstones, and I put my hand on his gemstones and I go, we have to count it all together, or it could be separate. It's your call.
Hey, I mean, I would not mind counting it all together, being part of your loot as well.
Okay, I think that's fair. So then we'll split the 40 fee between 3, which is, what is that, like 15 apiece?
It'd be 13 and some change.
So was there a diamond in the mix there, or did you leave that?
Yes,
Okay, there
yes,
was a diamond.
yes. One of the diamonds was in there.
Okay.
Sorry, I can add that. Or
No, it's all good. I got it.
all right, so I tell you what, I'll drop the 40 total, and then when it comes back in, we'll just net the 40 against it. And then I do have one more question, Mr. Broderick. Do you
Yes.
have any rubies? And I take my helm off.
Oh yes, rubies. I have a few right around here, and his cases are nice, like in kind of color coordinated. So you can see it goes like from red, yellow, orange, green, blue, purple. So he points you over to a nice case of rubies. These rubies, magnificent stones. I can see you have quite some taste, and I did notice that your helm was missing one.
Yes, I was wondering, what's your price on a ruby?
Well, as I mentioned, a ruby is a quite exquisite stone. My asking price is 4,000 gold pieces.
Well, my friend, you're batshit insane.
Well, you have quite a few marvelous stones here yourself. Yeah, we'll see what these appraise to.
That's fair. Maybe we can make this purchase after.
Sounds like a plan to me. Gentlemen,
Yeah.
Was there anything else I can help you with in here?
Toodles.
I think we're done.
Toodles.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll see you later.
Alright, so you guys head on out, dropping off all these gems to the Gem of the North, to Baldrick up here, and continue your
Come outside.
Yeah,
I'm
go on.
talking to Brutus. Like, and this guy wanted to charge 40 freaking gold pieces just to appraise the value. You believe that? And I'm just like rambling on to Brutus.
You gotta, so Rick, you gotta spend money to make money, buddy. All right, we're not gonna complain here.
I
And
liked
then
him at first. He had good zingers, and then he tried to screw us. Typical funny person. It's like Chattington.
No comment. No comment, my friend.
Shocker. Anyways, so guess let's go. I have a couple of things I would like to sell. Mostly some weapons. Perhaps let's go to the market. Let's go get me a griffin.
sounds good to me.
Let's do it.
Alright, so you guys continue walking through the cold streets of Bryn Shandir, approaching the kind of talkative, noisy area of the marketplace in the center of town. And yeah, you guys see all sorts of different vendors set up here. It's a pretty bustling place. See huskers selling food, fresh baked bread, nice cuts of meat. There's fish out there. There are large fish. As Sirach mentioned, he came up there to be a knucklehead trout fisherman. He just called it knuckleheads. But you know, knucklehead trouts is like the known fish that they catch up here, and a lot of people typically eat. So you see them, and you smell some smoked meats. See a couple different, like, you know, Pawnee kind of people, like secondhand people that carry like odds and ends items. there's around the corner. You guys can hear like the chinging of some metal on an anvil, cluing that there's probably a blacksmith around the corner. And yeah, just see like a nice bustling like marketplace. The people are seeming to be coming out of like their domiciles and homes and whatnot again to just continue on with life after this giant invasion.
This town took an ass kicking, huh? So lucky we were around. Who's to say we'll be around next time?
Well, I think maybe we take advantage of this. I mean, we did just save the city. Maybe we can get a deal.
It's true. It's, however, sales folk rarely cut deals for nice things. It's all about the money.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So let's
I
see
guess-
what happens. Maybe my faith in humanity will be restored a little today.
Is there anybody selling like knickknacks or like, I don't want to say magic items, but like non-weapons?
Yeah, you do see someone that has like all sorts of odds and ends. Looks like maybe like secondhand goods. Yeah, just like random like auctioned kind of stuff that maybe they picked up along sort of travels, or they picked up at auctions or estate sales, or just found randomly.
I'm gonna head over there.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna like browse around the little shops to see if there's a shop that I see if anyone's selling any healer's potions.
Okay, sure. Okay. Anything that you want to do, Soul Rack, or looking for, or whatnot?
I'm looking for somewhere to sell my 3 weapons I want to get rid of.
Okay, you did hear that blacksmith around the corner.
Yeah.
So maybe you want to head towards the blacksmith.
Yeah.
Does anyone else want to go to the blacksmith as well? I mean, we'll do your guys' other things first, but
So actually, I'll join Chaddington first, cause maybe I can sell my, well, get a quote on the Helm of the Dead.
Ooh, here, let's I'll go with you guys, and then we'll do my weapons. I would like to, or maybe you guys can just ask. We'll divide and conquer. Maybe ask if the person knows what a Helm of the Dead would be. Perhaps they would know what ring Sirac was talking about.
Well, Solrek, this was yours. Is there a price in mind that you're looking to get for it?
It's a wondrous item,
It is, isn't it?
and it gives you a plus, protects you against necrotic damage, and it gives you a shield. So would not take anything under, I don't know, I would say like 50 gold pieces or something, maybe even 100.
Yeah, I was thinking 3 digits. So
Yeah.
let's start with that.
Yeah, start with 100 and see what you can get. We can figure out how to divide this later. We'll split it in the terms of our quest, I'm sure, my friend.
Gotcha. Well, should we go to the guy with the knickknacks?
Let's do it.
All right.
Alright, so you guys wander on over to this table with a bunch of assorted goods laying across it. And yeah, standing behind it is a woman. She has like kind of a shawl thrown over her, keeping warm. Wolf fur, what you call it, a scarf like wrapped around her neck. Wearing like fingerless gloves, looking like a little bit like not like she doesn't have too much money. And you guys approach the table and see all sorts of like goods lying out there, just sorts of like random items. It's just like kind of all sorts of trinkets.
Hey there.
Oh, yes. Hi.
Hey, my name's Fang. I have, and I pull it out, this magnificent, wondrous item. It is called Helm of the Dead. And I was looking to get a quote on this just to see what you would offer me. I kind of have a price in mind that I'd like for such a tremendous piece, but I just wanted to see what you'd be willing to pay for this.
Um, yeah, let me see what you have here.
Yeah, sure.
She checks it out. Nice, sturdy, nice metal. Looks like maybe it's electrum or something like that. If no one wants it, I could maybe at least sell it for scrap.
Scrap.
40 gold pieces?
Ma'am.
What?
Hold on, Solrak. Ma'am, this is a little bit more than just scrap, and by a little bit, I mean much more than just scrap. I mean, this gives you +1 to necrotic damage. I mean, this is
I have no
truly
idea what that
amazing.
means.
Well, well,
That's
wouldn't
so-
you like to know, ma'am?
I step
this-
in. This is a magical item, ma'am. This is not some piece of scrap. It's an insult to be called scrap. 40 gold pieces? Ah! You have no idea what you're talking about if you offering 40 gold pieces.
Didn't you buy it brand new for like 250, Solrak?
I think it was given to me.
Yeah, so you raise your voice and you're yelling at her, and you're kind of getting the attention of everyone around you. Like everyone's kind of like giving you like a strange like side eye. She says to you, "I'm sorry. Do I look like someone who knows or cares about anything magical?"
Oh, for God's sakes. Give me a
Well,
second.
you look
I
like
take it
someone
from
who
his
cares
hand.
about money.
I put it on my head. Is there a rat or like a mouse or a spider or anything
You have
just
to attune
around
to
us?
it.
Huh?
You have to
I have to tune to it?
Yeah.
Yeah, jeez,
And I look at the mouse and I go, oh, it's worthless. I give it back to him. To be fair, I don't think it's ever actually hit.
Hit once.
I
Once.
hit once.
Yeah, I did. It's pretty badass. And this town could use some badassery right now, ma'am.
Well, like I said, if I knew what to do with the magic item, or
Is there anyone around here that would be more pervasive to the arts of magic?
and there is an arcane shop around the corner.
Why didn't you say so, madam? Thank you.
Cause you guys just started yelling at me when I offered a fair price.
A fair price?
I don't know
Fair
what it is.
price?
Everyone's like
Crap.
really looking at you, Silrak, as you're yelling at this poor woman just selling her goods in a marketplace.
Ah, town is really upsetting me. I'm starving. Is there somewhere where I can find some meat here, madam?
Um, Yeah, with your scent, you clearly smell it. There's like a ton of food all around you. Smoked meats up to the north, fresh baked bread right nearby there, and of course like the knucklehead trout, as I mentioned as well. She just kind of like points you over
I
there.
follow my nose over to where I smell the smoked meats. I said, gents, I must take care of this real quick. Then I'll follow that way.
All right, I'll be right back, Chaddington, and I'll take the Helm of the Dead and then look for a little shop with potions.
Well, that was fun, wasn't it, my dear?
See me?
You see her just like really like she looks like she's like scared almost. Like why did this incident just happen to her? She's just a woman out here selling her goods.
I'm sorry, we just fought those giants out front of the gates, and they're both a little on edge. What?
Yeah.
But tell me about your wares.
It's just honest work. I find things here and there, and I put them out on my table and see if people like it. I go and go to people's houses after they've passed and go through some sort of like estate sales and find all sorts of items, and they're just kind of things I've picked up here and there. It's just like they're sentiments of my life, I guess you could say.
Oh, your life? Did you have any like clothing or anything of that nature?
Um, yeah, there's let's see. She kind of like looks over the table. Uh, it doesn't look like we have any clothing right now. It's mostly odds and ends. Here like this, and she picks up like a wooden coffer. She flips open the lid. See, and inside of it, it's a bunch of different like colored buttons. And she closes the lid and then picks up something else, and it's a silver mirror, and on the back of it's like got an engraved. It's like looks like a hand coming up it, like a skeletal kind of hand, and holding the glass of the mirror, and things like this.
Very interesting. I check my uh, my compass and just kind of like pass it across the table.
Yeah, you cast it detect magic, and yeah, you're waiting, kind of like bring it on over, seeing if you can find anything, and yeah, a couple things go off here and there.
What were they?
It's just your compass is going off. You're getting like a little bit of like a magical aura off of like maybe that like mirror that you found.
How much for that mirror? That does look quite interesting.
Well, that one with being all hand embellished with the silver, I guess we could probably do 40 gold pieces.
You really like that number 40 gold pieces, don't you?
It's
really do.
It's never treated me wrong.
40 gold pieces for the group that saved the city. That's a high price. I raise my eyebrows at her.
Yeah, you make a persuasion check if you want.
23.
For the folks that saved the city, guess we could knock it down to 30 for you.
That's a deal, my friend.
Did you want me to wrap it up for you? You fine taking it as is?
Oh, I think I'll just take it as is. I think that's fine.
So she kind of hands it over to you. You hand over the 30 gold pieces. And was there anything, I do buy pieces as well. Was there anything that you maybe had that you were looking to offload?
Oh, I think so. So I have here a fantastic gold bracelet, a silk handkerchief, and a fantastic mask.
And you're pulling all these things out, and she sees like the mug you're pulling out too. It's you.
On the mug. Yep.
That is that's a nice piece. It's dwarven made. Yes, I can tell by the craftsmanship.
Absolutely.
Probably catch me. Oh well, you don't need to know about that. Altogether, I can take these for 250 gold pieces for you.
Interesting. Hold up the gold mug again, and I kind of look at it a little bit harder. Is there any weird engravings on it? It's just a big beer mug.
It's just it's dwarven, like forged. You can tell from it, but it's made out of hammered electrum.
Oh, this is fantastic. I it's made out of electrum. And is it heavy?
Yeah, it's a good sized mug.
Nice. I pour a little water in it and drink out of it.
Yeah, it's a little bit dusty, going down, but yeah, it's makes a good mug, nice solid mug.
And then I will check my compass at the mask.
The alabaster mask.
Yeah.
Yeah, check your detect magic on that, and yeah, the compass doesn't seem to be going off on that at all.
Well, I think that's a fair price.
Sorry, was the orb in there too, or was that something
No, not
else?
the
Okay.
orb. Not
Okay.
the orb.
All right, yeah.
I'm actually gonna start playing with the orb.
250 gold pieces for all of that then.
250, fantastic. Everybody can. We'll split that so everybody can add whatever that is. 250 divided by 3. Everybody can add 83 gold.
83 gold.
We were splitting the price of the appraisal.
Yeah, but we're just gonna net that against whatever we get for it.
Got it.
Accountant.
I don't know about we. Not that we agreed that, but you know.
So I guess you don't want in on the gold soul wreck?
Yeah, that's fine. Fang and I'll just split everything.
Yeah. I'm hungry.
All right, so she thanks you for the goods and for picking up that mirror. Where do you guys want to head to next?
So I'm over at the meat station here.
Meats.
And I'm,
Arby's.
I'm looking at these fine steaks over here. We got the sausages. I'm looking at these pork chops over here. I'm looking at everything. I'm looking at it. I am bugging the fuck out. I am so hungry.
I'll zoom in
I
on
just
that for you.
killed a bunch of giants, and I am starving. So say I point over to the dwarf over here. Hello, my good man. Tell me, I am quite the hungry man. What are the prices of these?
You want some of my meats?
Oh, you got it in the worst way, buddy.
I see you following your nose all the way over here. Got a good one on you, I see.
You know the half of it, mister.
Yeah, well, we have all sorts of nice selection of meats here. We got elk, we got owlbear, we got boar.
How much for each?
How much in weight do you want?
How much for a pound of each here?
Pound of each, gold piece.
Just a gold piece? Okay, my friend. In that case, I'll take 2 pounds of each.
You got it, good sir. 2 gold pieces, then. You want me to wrap that up for you? Or you just juggle it?
I'm eating here, my friend.
Oh.
And I start fucking going to town as soon as he hands it over.
All right, yeah. He hands it over. It's remember with the way your scents are now, with how intensified they are, man, you are salivating so heavily as soon as he hands you these meats, and you can tell me if you probably engulf those fuckers, don't you?
I'm just fucking going into these meats. I haven't tasted anything this good ever in my life, and I've been holding back the urge to fucking eat Chaddington this entire time. So these keeping me alive now. It is amazing. There's nothing left.
I can picture you just like a kid at the fair walking back to them with like owlbear sausage in one hand and like a T-bone steak in the other hand, like.
I'm so happy. and I left the guy a gold coin tip on my way out.
Oh, hey, thank you. Come back anytime. Try you might get a nice T-bone cut next time of the owlbear. You got to have the elk, but the owlbear is that's the good stuff.
You don't have to tell me twice, my friend. I'll certainly be back. Walk
Right.
out.
You wander away. So you guys heading to the blacksmith now? Is that what's going on?
I was still on the hunt for that market with the some potions or something.
Okay, yeah. So in here, yeah, you do see there's like a guy set up in a cart with all sorts of like glass vials and beakers and whatnot, different glass toppers, and cork toppers on them. And it's a small selection. He's sitting out there. It's a pretty small cart. Kind of no one's really going over to him and paying it much attention. But you do notice that there's a gentleman standing with some glass vials and whatnot.
Yeah, I'll go over and approach him.
Okay. So yeah, you see this gentleman. Like I said, he's no one's really speaking to him. So he sees you walking over and he gets all excited and he stands up straight. Hi. can I help you?
Hey there. Yeah. I was looking for. Do you have any potion or healing potions?
Yeah, absolutely. I have these healing ones here, and he picks up. It's like a smaller red vial. I have these greater healing ones here too. And it's a nice, like, bigger vial. It's still like a red liquid inside of it.
What are the price of just like the regular ones?
The regular ones, well, I'm gonna be honest. I haven't had many customers today, so yeah, typically they're 50. Do it for 40 for you.
Would you do? Yeah. I mean, would you do? Let's see. And how much are the larger ones?
The greater, they're typically 150. Um, I can knock off 10 on that too. I mean, yeah, if you're one, that'd be great.
Would you do 2 smalls and a large one for 200?
I could do 225. Kind of cutting into my profits there.
You're right. You're right. My apologies.
It's okay.
225.
I mean, money's money, and I'm happy making it.
Yeah. No, totally understand. 225. Would you do 220 for the people that just saved the town?
Make a persuasion. He kind of looks at you like I don't know if I
23.
can. You did just save us, and you are looking a little hurt. So I you know what? Sure, 220. Like I said, I won't tell you how many sales I made today, but it's less than one.
Well, I'm happy. Shit. I'm happy to help with your business here, and I greatly appreciate you being of help to me. I mean, as you can see, I'm a little beaten up from helping save the town from
You mentioned that, yeah.
big old frost giant, man.
For the record, the Guts production here greatly supports small business, and make sure you shop at the Moonlife Clothing. Yeah, check them out at themoonlife.com. Yeah, so anyways, back to it.
Yeah, we got the gear. We got the gear.
Did you flex your pecs in order to make the moon life come out of the fold?
He couldn't do that
That's what
even
it
if he
looked
tried.
I am Ortiz.
That's what it looked like. Or did you just like pull it down over your belly? Like it was either one or the other.
I don't know,
It's-
my
it's-
secrets.
See, really, he's naked from the belly button down.
Yeah.
It's the magic of filmmaking. You never reveal.
All right, so where to now?
What was that? What was that larger one called, Nate?
It's a
can I
greater
walk
healing
over?
potion, or potion of greater healing.
So I'm gonna ask the potion guy. You don't buy Regrins, do you? And I'm gonna pull out the Yeti eye and the horn.
Oh, sorry, I don't know what I would do with those. I import these from Mirabar, and I'm pretty sure they get them from Waterdeep. Not much of an alchemist myself.
What about weapons? Do you buy those? And
Nah, but there's a shop right around the corner.
Let's head over to the shop.
Alright.
Yeah, it's the Black Iron Blades.
Iron blades.
While they're doing all this, I'm just gonna be checking out that glass orb.
Okay. Yeah. Did you Okay. You used all your detect magic today, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, you're checking it out. And yeah, I mean, you see inside of it, it's probably like a little bit larger than like a softball-sized glass orb. Inside of it just has like this dark gray smoke that is just like swirling inside of it. So, like you can't see through the other side of the orb because of the dense fog and smoke that's inside of it. And it's pretty hypnotic looking at it, but you know, it's definitely like a clear glass. Your hand is sitting like on the back and then end of it, and you're looking at it. You cannot see your hand on the other side of the glass. Make a you can make either an Arcana or an Investigation check though if you want.
We're gonna do Arcana because I have advantage on that. It's a 12 and 17.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, like I said, you're looking at it and you have it in your hand. You can't see your hand through the smoke and everything. And you've being around, witnessed all sorts of different types of magic being dispersed, and you definitely have seen maybe once or twice in your time a wizard or a sorcerer such use the smoke screen spell or the fog spell, and kind of creates like this black cloud in an area, and the darkness of the smoke kind of reminds you of that. Or I
Very
guess
nice.
I guess more so the pyrotechnics spell is like there's a smoke part of that spell that it kind of reminds you of.
Okay. Cool.
All right, so blacksmith, or was there something else on the agenda?
I think Solrak wanted to sell some
Blacksmith.
stuff.
Sell some stuff. Yeah, I'm over here. I'm guessing this is the guy since his weapons all over the place.
That's he's not quite the blacksmith, but you can sell stuff there if you'd like. There is a whole other like smithy, like a shop, if you would want to go there. This guy, though, if you're approaching him, did you want to just go up to this guy?
Actually, I don't think this guy would understand the value of something like Talon here. So perhaps the big shop would be the place to go here.
All right. Okay. So you guys are going around the corner then, following like that sound of the metal on metal, like the guy hitting the hammer on the anvil, and let's see where you guys see all yourselves down there, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. So yeah, just like on the other side of the marketplace, you can see this and hear this up north past this food cart. This woman out here selling fresh baked breads and produce. Up north, you can see a open doors on the stone building. Inside of it is like a warm glow of a forge inside, and no one else inside except for this one lone dwarf with kind of long hair and a long beard, looking kind of unkept. Definitely like a lot of soot and like debris and whatnot like dirtied on him, and he's just like looking down, hammering away at the anvil.
Hello.
Just kind of doesn't hear you as you guys approach, and you walk in.
Hello.
Oh, hi. Hey there. Why didn't you say that you're entering? You scared me.
I'm Sorlak the Destroyer here. I'm wondering, perhaps you're in the market to purchase some weaponry, my friend.
Solrak the Destroyer, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name's Garn. I'd be happy to look at your weapons, sure.
First I got two very basic weapons here. Here you got a shield, and also a spear. But this right here is the bread and butter. You know what I mean? This bad boy. Let's just say we've had some good times together, and a single tear rolls down my cheek. I've killed a lot of beings with this bad boy. They're horrible, horrible monsters. It's a Talon longsword. She's a beauty. Put her down on the table. 3 weapons.
And you pull it out, and it kind of reflects like this blue light on the blade of it. You can see like the outspread wings coming up from the handle, and his eyes open up wide, and he looks at it. Wow, that is. He looks back up at you. That is beautiful.
I know. It's a beauty, isn't she?
It is. It's, I'm gonna be honest. And he kind of gestures around to like the racks behind him and everything. I've never made anything quite like this before. Everything that it looks around him is pretty shitty looking, to be honest. Like, there's like a saying in Bryn Shandir that, oh yeah, and he was carrying one of Garen's swords too when he bit the dust. It's like that's like it's like a common saying.
Oh, my friend. Well, if you think this is cool, no, this next one's not for sale, but check this out. And I pull out Demon Sword.
Hold on. To that again? You pull the sword out and this like you get the metal coming in the background. And as you pull it out, the flames like trail behind it, and like this orange aura, and just warms up the room even more than like the furnace was. And you see his eyes go wide and his jaw just drop. Oh my god!
Yeah.
You're killing me!
So as you can imagine, I have no much use for my baby Talon here, but I'm hoping maybe you can give me a good price, and who knows, maybe you can sell it off to someone, get rid of that old saying about your weaponry.
You have a good point. I could even maybe study the piece and learn a thing or two, huh? Maybe figure out, reverse engineer it.
That's right. And I'll throw in a shield and the spear along with it.
I don't have I was expecting a shipment of iron ingots to arrive here, to be able to keep things going, and that's kind of where my money's tied up right now. This is quite a specimen, though, and no one ever offers me something like this.
And they definitely never will. Looking at your inventory, no offense.
Yeah, I mean, you can see there's like no one that's walked in there, and like the whole time that you guys have been in there, and like no one seems to be in the area at all. Across the way, though, there's like a shop across the street. It seems to be like people have been going in and out. And another like a dwarf woman that's like has the doors open and she's working in there. But he's like, all right, so this
or,
is.
You know, I could always take my business over to that store across the street.
Oh no, well we're one and the same. That's my sister. That's my sister's store over there. We work together here. I'm the blacksmith, and she has all sorts of like, the adventuring gear and standard general supplies and everything like that.
Yeah. So, what do you say, my friend? Are you ready to change your fate?
Would you take 100 gold pieces for the blade and?
You guys hear this? I think this guy comes in here and he thinks I'm the new town jester, going town to town, telling jokes. See, 100 gold pieces. For 100 gold pieces, I would have let this town burn from those giants. I mean, is that really all you're gonna offer the guy that just saved the town?
As I explained, my funds are a little tied up right now with these ingots I was supposed to be acquiring. These dwarves, I sent 3 of them out. They were supposed to return, but I haven't heard anything from them. You tell me. What's a fair offer?
For this sword, I would want nothing less than 300 gold pieces.
The absolute best I could do is 200, and that even still would be raking me over the goals.
You get 225 and you got a deal, my friend.
I don't know if I can do that. You can make a persuasion with disadvantage.
Definitely not gonna get that.
Yeah, you don't even need to roll again. Look, it's quite beautiful. I can take the spear and the shield, no problem, and I can offer you the 2 to 5 gold pieces that they're worth. But business hasn't been great. I can't put up that kind of gold right now.
How about this? You give me the 225, and I'll go take care of that problem of yours for you.
You'll find these dwarves?
If they're around in this town, I'll go find those bastards and kick their ass here.
Well, I don't need you to kick their ass. They're supposed to be making a delivery for me, and if you can find them and get them to return with it, that would be great. That way I would have the funds then.
I just want to mention my personal fee for adventuring is 225 gold. But just putting that out there.
Says the guy who likes to nap when things get tough.
Says the guy that likes to laugh by himself.
Hey, better alone than malaccompanied, hey? So, you guys want to do this, or we don't have to? But
So it's 225 for the sword. So it's 220 for the sword, and we go find some dwarves.
It's he's offering 200, but I guess he would pay the 225 if you guys were able to. So 25 more
fuck it.
gold you guys would be making to find these dwarves, essentially.
I'll just take the 200. Fuck it.
You don't sound so optimistic about this. You don't need to take it if it's precious to you.
At the end of the day, you know what? Maybe it can really help your business out. Take this, and 200 is fine.
All
You
right.
obviously need this business.
Yes.
Then I'm looking around, like real bad. Like, whew.
Yeah, he really does.
Look at this thing. This is a sword. Oh my god. This
You don't have to rub it in, eh?
I mean, I'm just saying. Like, my god, I've seen some shoddy work before.
Just
Good lord.
here's your gold.
Or missing your arms.
I get it. I hear it quite frequently. If you would believe it.
Oh god, you think if you hear it so often, you do something about it. But good
I'm
lord.
trying.
Here, take the sword.
I appreciate
Set
it.
up back here.
Thank
Have
you.
some awesome stuff.
If it wasn't for my sister across the way, we'd probably be underwater by now.
I definitely guarantee you that I have never met your sister, and that's probably true. If I see your work over here, it's quite terrible here.
He just kind of like drops his shoulders and shrugs. And if that's all, if you're just gonna keep on harassing me here, you can bug off now.
Wait, come on, here. So before I go, because I don't want you to think I'm just some jerk, I'll let you look at the demon sword one more time, and I'll pull it out one more time. Hey! Pretty sweet, right? Come on, give me a smile.
Yeah. All right, so he was like trying to hold it back, but yeah, he was pissed at you, but you pull that off. It's pretty badass, and he can't help but be pretty excited about that. You guys all shuffle out of the shop as he just keeps on hammering away at this piece of shit axe that he was working on.
All right, let's roll, boys.
Well, we clearly have to check out his sister's shop. Apparently, it's good.
Yeah, maybe we have to check out his sister.
Yeah.
They're right outside my door. I can hear you.
And I run away.
What are you gonna do? Not pay us?
Yeah, right.
You guys running into that shop?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's
So you,
Checking it out real quick.
yeah, you guys run
It was
in.
pretty busy.
Run on into the shop. Yeah, you can see a couple people passing on by it, walking out as you guys are walking in. You open up the doors. It's nice and warm and welcoming in there. I see all sorts of like adventuring gear just laid out, nicely organized on these like wooden shelves. There's like houseware as well. Just all sorts of like standard adventuring gear and general store kind of stuff. Woman standing behind the counter, dwarven woman who is gentleman's sister from across the street. She welcomes you warmly and says, hello, welcome to the Black Iron Shop. I'm Elza. If you need any help finding anything, please just let me know. And I see her just like writing down on a ledger.
Hello. Just want to say hi to the marvelous businesswoman that's keeping the poor man across the street alive.
Oh,
You're
you met my brother.
quite great. Yes, I met your poor brother. Nice guy, but Good lord, terrible blacksmith.
He gets that quite frequently. He's working on it. He truly is, day in and day out. But between you and me, she kind of whispers to you softly, it's not helping.
I could have told you that myself. I like you, lady. But don't worry, I gave him something that hopefully changes things around, and perhaps he can also start bringing money to the table. I like it. I like your store here.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's a labor of love. I spend most of my time in here, and it provides for both of us. Ever since our parents passed, we've only had each other to look out for, so it keeps us busy.
Parents passed, you said.
Oh yes.
I elbow Fang. Go. Here it comes.
What did they pass of? Old age or something worse?
It was
I elbow Fang. Hopefully it's not murder by your uncle.
I heard that.
and they both got sick, unfortunately, and well, separately. My father was out adventuring, and he caught gangrene and frostbite, and illness overcame him. Unfortunately, I believe my mother shortly after that died as well. The illness was never quite confirmed, but my brother and I, we say it was from a broken heart.
That will definitely happen, yeah. Some might say the only thing that can keep a broken heart alive is revenge. But I wouldn't know about that
I
now.
elbow Fang really fucking hard. Told you.
Anyways, nice store you got here. You want to merry way now.
As he goes to sulk in the back about not only losing his family but losing his first love, his first sword. Do you have any items of exotic or anything out of the ordinary in this shop?
Nothing too out of the ordinary. I'd say maybe the strangest thing we have is maybe the spyglass, and she points over, and there's like a telescope kind of thing.
Pick it up and look through it. What the hell makes this unordinary?
It's just pretty cool, if you ask me.
You know what? That's fair enough. Can I go nudge Fang? She's about as useful as her brother.
That wasn't much.
Yeah, but I mean, she kind of gestures around to like the rest of the shop and everything. You look like you're one for the arts. Points to you, Wilmore, of course.
That's fair enough.
We do have certain types of packs over here. Points over to like the back wall. We have an entertainer's pack and disguise kits.
Well, luckily, and I cast Disguise Self to look exactly like Fang, and then I cast it again instantly to look exactly like Solrak, and then I cast it again to look exactly like her. So I don't actually need a disguise pack.
Oh, that. Are you a spellcaster? That was. You must be.
Let's just say I'm good at deals. So I think I'm good. I appreciate your ideas, but thank you anyway.
Absolutely, yeah. So in the shop, it's pretty much just all your standard adventuring supplies.
Okay.
If you guys needed any of that kind of stuff.
I'm good.
Fang, you do need snowshoes.
Oh yes, you do.
Yeah.
You wouldn't happen to have any snowshoes, would you, ma'am?
Up here in Prince
I elbow
Shandir, you
Solrak.
have to.
I'll bet you she does.
How much we talking?
Oh, that's terrible. I forget how much they are. We'll call it 5 gold pieces.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, 2 gold pieces.
Okay. Yeah, I can do 2 gold pieces. And I mean, I asked the other lady out there with the knick-knack paddywhacks, whatever, and she offered me a lousy price. I got this Helm of the Dead. It's quite terrific. I pull it out and show it to her. She offered me, get this, 40 gold pieces. And for the people that saved the town, I thought that was rather insulting.
Well, to be honest, it's hard to find someone that's going to, if you're suggesting that this is a magical piece of equipment, it's honestly quite hard to find someone to purchase magic items from other people. Just the sheer value of them, and being able to offload them as well.
See, it's not what I wanted to hear from you. But
Is
if you
is
wanted to
there
throw
a
me a price,
arcane tradesman or shop in the town?
Oh yeah, absolutely. On the other side of the market square, there's a arcane shop.
what would you offer me anyways? I'm just kind of shopping around.
You said that she offered 40 gold pieces.
Did she?
Oh,
She did. She did.
I can do 45.
All right, we'll try that arcane place. But yeah, the 2 gold pieces for the snowshoes, I can do that.
All right, so yeah, she pulls out the pair of snowshoes from the back and hands them over to you. Hand over 2 gold pieces.
And note that when she said 45, I really wanted to be like, what? But in my head, I was like, her parents died, her parents died, her parents died, her parents died, her parents died. And I was able to stay quiet.
Good job, Solrak. All right, so heading out of here then. You guys need anything else?
Check that arcane place real quick.
All right.
Alina Griffin.
So you guys head out of there back through the marketplace. Let's see. And you guys are going to like kind of go from here around to get to the market, or to get to the arcane shop. And as you guys are walking by here, and through the market, and you see all sorts of different people still shopping and selling all their goods. You see this like kind of a woman who's got a dirty shawl pulled over her, kind of hiding her face, not wearing any sort of shoes, and just kind of like raggedy brunette hair peeking out from the hood of the shawl. And as you guys are walking by, she gestures over to Wilmore and says, "Psst, hey, you! Hey, you!"
Me? Yes, that is I.
Yes. You come here real quick.
I reach out my arm to Chatterton. This lady looks creepy. You want me to come with you?
You know what? Stay very close.
At it. I'll stay like 7 to 10 feet from, just in case things get risky.
All right. So you guys approach her. You guys can move your tokens over to wherever you would be standing then if you want.
Over there.
Yes, this woman over here. And so you approach her, Wilmore. She still has like her hood down, her shawl just kind of peeking out very lowly underneath the hood. And she looks at you. You were one of the what do you want to call it? Adventurers that help protect the gates, right?
I'd say I was. I say I protected it very well.
And what are you doing here?
Why do you ask?
She kind of has the shawl over her head and pulls it open a little bit, exposing on her her right side a pin of a harp with the crescent moon. And this like hides it again. So you're a Harper agent, yes?
Yes. We are here on our way to the Maelstrom, out west,
Wait.
to the Sea of the Moving Ice. I'm sorry, yeah, we're out to the Sea of the Moving Ice on a mission sent from the Oracle.
The Oracle, the Allfather, the one they call the Allfather.
Yes, but we're on friend duty, so we call him.
Call him Zaddy Oracle.
You know, Zaddy, the O dog. We're cool like that.
Big O.
Big O. But yeah, we are on a mission to head to the moving ice to find Sarisa, and we just so happen to fall through this area.
Crossing a few wires. Cerisa's and Maelstrom. In the Sea of Moving
Oh, yeah.
Ice, where you guys are heading, is you're all
Strasbourg. Yep.
you're all Strasbourg, yeah. So you guys are. You mentioned that you guys are heading on over there. Well, that is quite the journey to get on over there, and you guys will need some sort of assistance to reach the Sea of Moving Ice, to reach Svartborg.
That is true. We hope to be able to acquire a griffin.
A griffin, that would, I think, certainly do the trick. Grayson, the griffin trainer, good friend of mine, and I'm stay up here in the market square, kind of taking notes of the going-ons around here. No one quite knows that myself, a Harper agent, is in here with a watchful eye. But she would be able to help you with a griffin, absolutely.
Should we mention you? Would
Well,
you be able to?
The thing is I may need something to ask of you first.
Ask away, my friend.
You see, I've been hearing in the market here, doing my eavesdropping and listening into all the conversations, quite a few travelers and traders between here and Targos, just west of here, have gone missing. And I've been hearing all sorts of stories of saying that they saw a tiny blue humanoid man, or creature of sorts, with sharp black claws, pointed ears. I even heard some rumors that it could float in the air, and it has this strange cold sensation around it. The rumors
As
are
she
that
says this,
yeah.
I tap over to Fang. He's like, yeah, since I'm close enough to hear with my super senses. Say, she's describing a terrible evil, it seems.
Fang, do you respond? All right. Wilmore, do you respond?
Did I hear him?
No, I mean to
To her.
To her.
Oh yeah. Would you like us to capture or kill?
From what the rumors tell me, or what I've been hearing at least, is we think we want this thing dead.
If I bring you its head, what can you do for us?
If you bring me its head, without a question, I will acquire that griffin for you.
Gentlemen, and I turn to the crew. You in?
And nod. Go get a griffin. Yeah.
Where do we find this said evil?
What I've been hearing. So you guys are approaching then, and
Yeah,
I kind of like
we're
walking up, like listening. All right.
We start walking up.
She noticed you guys the whole time eavesdropping and saw that you were with Wilmore at the gates. So knew that you guys were all like kind of together. Doesn't really acknowledge when you guys are walking up, but just keeps on saying, or says to Fang in response, the reports are between here and Targos. Targos being the closest settlement to the west of here. Um, that's where the reports have been coming from, and where men have gone missing. Some of them seem to have, come back alive, luckily. Um, and of course, they report this tiny blue, strange creature, pointy ears and sharp claws.
Can you point us to someone who came back alive that may have some information about the monster?
The sheriff may be able to help you with a bit of information on that. I'm sure it's been some of his men who have probably gone missing.
So you mean to tell me this little creature is causing the disappearance? As in, it doesn't potentially take on the form of something else? Maybe, gets larger? I mean, I'm just trying to wrap my head around a tiny creature causing a disappearance of several different people.
That's what I hear, and now that I think about it, also Wilmore, there have been a couple of survivors that come back, and the ones that have come back seem to have been affected by some sort of curse, that they needed warmth. They starved for warmth, and they would die if they didn't get it.
For warmth, you mean like the warmth of a fire?
I believe it's darker than that.
Or the ability to grant everlasting winter in some? Let me ask you: have you ever heard of the person Artist Shimber?
Well, I am familiar with the name. It's quite a legendary tale of the man with the ring of winter.
We and have met his son.
Here,
Yes,
in the city's walls.
and here in the Temple of the Thunder.
Just kind of, you see her like thumb and forefinger to chin, thinking for a moment. The giants were looking for Artist Simber. And you say his son is here. Maybe.
So he says, kind of a big nerd. To be honest, I kind of question whether someone that nerdy, the son of someone that badass. You know what I mean? Like, I am the son of a badass dad, but I myself am a badass. So unless it would like skip a generation, in which case maybe like my son was gonna be a nerd, but I wouldn't know because my pregnant wife was murdered and all. So yeah.
Hey, Elbow
I
Fang.
think she knows now.
That was a lot to take in.
Yeah, that's how it goes, A Tuesday at Sorlax's life, I guess. And then I try to like laugh it off, but then I feel awful.
Yeah. But I see that you're pondering just the fact that Artis Simber's son lives within these walls. I mean, is there any significance to that?
Well, it's not outside of the realm of possibility that through some sort of divination magic, these frost giants maybe were locating his son instead of Artis here in the walls, and that's why they thought he was here.
I mean, Syriac. Perhaps, maybe it would be wise to get him out of the city. This is a matter of time before they come back, and to be honest, I don't think that they're equipped to handle it.
Well, where the hell are you gonna put him? In a snowdrift?
I don't know. That's up to him to figure that out, or the temple. But they have to have a way to escape the city for him. And you can't tell me that these walls can take another attack from giants, especially without us being here.
I love how he thinks that's our problem.
It isn't. It's theirs. I'm just making a simple suggestion. I'm not suggesting we get him out. Saying perhaps someone should.
That
Fair
and
enough.
maybe the slight possibility that, Sirac, if we do come across Artisimber, maybe there's that slight possibility that Sirac is able to recollect that it is in fact him.
I don't think that man of legend can still be alive.
You don't think so?
Feel like if a man was walking around with that kind of power, literally at his fingertips, felt it by now.
Or the exact opposite?
Oh, yes.
It doesn't. It doesn't hurt.
But
Plus,
I
it
think
gets him out of the Bryn Shander, and
It's not winter here, so it's not like he's anywhere near here.
well, I'm saying for the sake of
It is winter
protect-
here. For
I'd
sure.
argue we're in the middle of a snow area. It's
Yeah.
probably semi-winter.
Ignore the grass on this map. It is snowing.
Yeah,
in
this
here.
math just
Yeah.
threw me off.
Yeah, it's snowing.
I'm saying for the sake of if we take him, that'll potentially protect the town from the frost giants.
So we want to take him with us towards
I don't know. We don't need another nerd with
Targos.
us.
We can I don't know. We can spruce him up a little bit. Maybe toughen him up. Get him to.
At Chaddington, we have all the nerd we need in this tribe. Okay. I don't think
You know
we
what?
I'm
I
just
don't take
spitballing
offense
here.
to that.
can-
Either way, yeah. I mean, Whoa. So we taking on this little
I
blue
think-
evil thing.
I think we maybe
Yes, I
check
don't think
with the
that-
sheriff.
yeah,
then,
I don't think Syriac could survive counter this creature. To be honest, so I don't think we should be taking. We would do him any favors.
Unless the
Take him
creature's
with
his
us.
father.
About how much time has elapsed since first arriving to the market?
Altogether, it's been about an hour and a half.
It's like 1:30.
Yeah.
That's an interesting point you raised, Chaddington. The creature is his father, but if the creature looks anything like what this lady described to you, then that's not his father anymore.
That's fair.
His father's long gone, and I don't think that would be the best time to meet him here. So either
That's
way,
fair.
I don't think we're doing him any favors by bringing him with us.
Should we, I guess, locate the sheriff then, or should we just kind of try
Yes,
and track
let's,
this down on our?
Well, why don't we head
Let's find the
to the
sheriff.
Arcane Shop first, and then go to the because then we're done shopping.
Yeah.
And she would also let you guys know, before you head out, Wilmore at least, that, along with because Fang asked where exactly have these reports been coming from, mentioned in between here in Targos, but mostly a lot of the times these men have been caught off guard while camping. So potential areas where you might find similar kind of things happening. So you wanna head to an arcane shop now though?
Yes.
All right.
Hey. I thank you so much, and we'll bring you
Eldora.
his head, Aldora. Harpy Darpy. And then I walk away.
She kind of just throws her
Eldora.
hood up and you guys walk away. You follow around the corner to this shop that is a nice stone shop. Has a sign out front. Ooh, that's all they zoomed in on this map. That says Alvin's Mystical Supplies and Alchemy Wonders. And so you guys walk on in, or you see the door at least at the front of the building. And you enter on in, and you see sitting behind the desk this man, slick back, long black hair, very nicely put together, kind of uptight looking. Welcome. I am Alvin. How may I assist you today?
Well, I am here to hopefully get a better price than the last two women have offered me for this Helm of the Dead here.
That is a quite lovely item that you have. I
Thank
imagine that
you.
it has, and he puts his hands over it. I feel sources of necromancy magic and protection.
This
You
guy knows what he's
understand.
talking
Thank
about.
you.
Yeah.
I go. Make sure you offer him 42 gold minimum.
Don't listen
42
to what
gold
he
for
has to say.
this.
No.
It's worth at least 200.
Now we're
Yeah,
talking.
we're talking. And then I pound it with Fang.
Plus, I imagine you would give us the tip-top price for, the people that just saved the town here.
Or naturally, we say.
Naturally, of course. I mean, being a purveyor of such fine alchemical goods and magical accoutrements, I can only absolutely give you the tip-top, absolute best price
Just
possible.
browse the shop.
That's what I like to
Best
hear.
shop ever.
God.
Wilmer, if there's anything that you're looking for, you just let me know.
I will once this is done.
Okay. Fang?
Now, what's the tip-top price that you're willing to offer us?
Oh, that was the 200 gold pieces. I think that's quite fair.
Oh,
It looks
Yeah.
like it's been battle-worn. Quite a few
Yeah.
bloodstains on
Hey.
it.
200 gold. That is quite all right with me. Thank you. It was a pleasure doing business with you.
Fang, we can split that 50-50.
We did it.
Yeah, buddy.
I look back over and go, 50-50?
That's my battle tool.
Okay, well then just
Chattington's
remember.
right. Chattington's right. Come on now. We are a team. My gold, your gold, his gold. It's all the same. Come on now. 50-50. So why don't we say 66, 66, 66?
Alright.
There we go. I knew you were a softie.
Don't worry. The
Chattington, you're
gems will be
welcome.
back. Thank you.
Knock some sense into Soul Wreck here.
I'm,
I
I'm,
mean-
I'm, I'm,
Ooh,
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
no, you
Go.
finish.
I mean, I was just gonna. What is one of your favorite things in the shop, sir?
One of my favorite things. Oh, you're asking a personal question.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really in the market for anything, but I figured I'd kind of peruse a little bit.
Oh, one of my favorite things. Why don't you roll? Each one of you roll a d100.
Talk dirty to me.
Right?
I'll show you a couple of my finest selections that I have here. A couple of things that have stood out to me over the course of
Fucking
time.
8.
82.
So of course,
87.
pretty standard here to start off. Most people overlook it because of how unspecial they may see it, but if you're a warrior such as yourselves, it's quite special. It's just a potion of greater healing that he pulls out. 82.
Yes.
Okay, so so you see he like goes into the back room real quick, grabs a couple things, and to bring out to show you all. This right here is it's an item that we call the filter of love. It's a drink, it's a chalice that you may have, and if there's a creature that you may be attracted to, you regard it as your true love, or it regards you as its true love, and it's charmed by you. I use it quite frequently when I go down to the tavern. It works quite well.
It's like a roofie.
Kind of does, right? All right, and a 97.
Yeah, buddy.
All right.
Big dog.
He pulls up a set of 4 horseshoes and kind of clanks them together. These are quite, you see horseshoes, you think there might be something normal. It's dirty. A farmer hangs them up in his ranch house or something like that. But if you affix these to a horse or a similar creature, you can increase its speed by great velocity. It almost can by at least a third. It'll double the speed of a stallion. It'll increase the walking speed of a horse or something like that by 30 feet.
A griffin.
You may be able to affix these to a griffin, sure.
How much are these bad boys?
Let's see. For the Horseshoes of Speed, we can do probably... Not gonna like it. It's going to be 5,000 gold pieces. I know. I could tell by your style. You're not a big spender. At least not on your own fashion.
Oh, Alvin.
It's not that we're not big spenders. It's just we ain't got that kind of gold.
Understood.
For a guy named Alvin, he's got jokes, you guys. Well,
Was there anything else that you gentlemen wanted to see? I could see that you're not quite interested in my favorite things.
Oh, it's not that. It's just we're not so interested in the price.
I mean, 5,000 for that doesn't seem really worth it, to be honest. If I would have spent 5,000, I want something badass like
Imagine-
this. And I put out my demon sword. Yeah!
That is pretty badass. Imagine, though, if you will, traveling across the lands, riding mounted on a back. You could get to your destination in a fraction of the speed of the time.
Yeah, but whoever I'm with can't, so either way I have to wait for him.
You have a point. I have more than one set.
Yeah, and then that's like 20,000
15,000 gold,
Out of
gentlemen.
here. Alvin, you leave the thinking to me.
Anybody realize this is a very, very expensive city?
Yeah. Yeah. Just swindlers in this damn town.
I'm just kind of looking around for shoes and bags.
All right. Yeah. So you're looking around through the gear and everything, and yeah, you do see a bag laying out there. Yeah, it's you can check that out.
Yeah, we go walk over see what's kind of inside of it.
Yeah, it's inside of it. It looks like there are all sorts of like fancy tricks and stuff that you could pull with it.
My friend, what exactly is this?
Oh, this is it's kind of like a gray colored bag. This is a what we call it, a bag of tricks.
How much were you looking for this?
For this gray bag, I could do it for 500 gold pieces.
500. You know what? Let's put a pin in that. We might be getting some residuals from our gem friend. I forget his name. But I may have to come back and maybe we'll chat then.
I will be here. You will know where to find me. My quarters is upstairs. If it's after hours, just feel free to knock loudly.
Beautiful. Okay.
Anyone
to
else
go.
want to sell anything or buy anything or look for anything? Want to roll another D100?
I am good.
I mean, I'll do it just for shits and giggles.
All right, you can do it.
10 million gold pieces.
23.
Oh,
23.
here's a plant.
I just get slightly aroused when I hear D100.
Yeah. Roll a D10.
Oh, that's 110.
Mm-hmm.
D10. 4.
All right, so it's like kind of this. It's kind of clear liquid inside of a vial that you see as you're walking out that catches your eye. And he mentions, "Oh, that caught your eye. I see. That is it's a potion of resistance, and that one there, it'll protect you against force damage."
Horse damage?
Force damage?
Yeah, it doesn't happen that frequently, to be honest.
Yeah, it seemed like
It's
Said force, not horse.
it's like magic missiles does it, and some other spells, but it's not many.
Oh, I thought
it was
you
like horse
said horse.
kicks.
I said
Deadly
so maybe
damage.
Solrak. Actually, maybe I need it in case Cuomo gets a
I don't know
little
if we
fired
battle
up
many
one.
horses.
All right, so you guys are heading out of here then, I guess. You don't want
Yes.
anything. All right, so
Yeah.
going
What-
back to the gems.
Horse magic.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, let's just put up a picture of the city then. What do we got? So you guys walk on out of the Arcane Shop. Nothing in hand except for a couple gold pieces, and walk through the town square. And let's see. And you guys make your way to that jeweler shop again with Baldric, the gem of the north. And the lights are still on inside, warmly lit from the candelabras and the sconces. And you see him through the window as you guys peer in with a loop looking down at the gemstones. It looks like he has a pile like off to the right, and then off to the left is just like a pile of like 2 more stones, one of them being in his hand.
Surprised you're not appraising us just for walking into your store. Bastard.
Did you say that to him? Did you say no, or?
Yep, I say yes.
Oh shit. What? You guys, you have some quite exquisite pieces here. You can step back outside. I don't feel like dealing with you right now.
That's a
Hey.
very good idea, Baldric.
I've been kicked out of nicer places.
Be gone and bring your mutt with you.
I'll leave my nuts where I want to leave them.
Mutt, your hound.
Oh, my hound? You mean this hound? And then I like signal to Brutus, who starts to pee a little bit in the corner. Oh, whoa!
No,
Brutus,
no, stop
bad
it!
Boy. Oh,
Get him
bad
out of here!
boy.
Be gone!
You would have thought that he would have had to pee. Oh boy, sorry.
He looks over at Wilmer and Fang. He might have just caught you 10%.
And then I go outside.
I highly suggest he didn't.
Was that a suggestion?
No, that was just a statement.
All right, you can make a what's it called? Check. I can't. Persuasion.
12.
He kind of just like scrunches his nose and fixes his glasses up. Well, as I mentioned before, I was so rudely interrupted by your scoundrel of a friend. You have quite the assortment and fine collection of gems here.
Well, thank you, Baldric. Thank you very much.
You all, you could buy yourself some nice clothes after this, you know? So you can maybe look the part.
Oh,
What are we talking here, buddy?
Altogether, if you're in such a rush, my assessment is that this is worth about 12,000 gold pieces.
Give me 1 second. And I step outside to Solrak and kind of jump like a giddy little girl.
Did he say 12?
He did.
Okay, play cool. You want to play cool? Over there, you don't want to,
Yeah, right. I walk back in. Yeah, that's kind of what we had imagined. 12,000, right? So, we have a deal.
well, 12,000. Well, I mean, I know for a fact the diamond itself is probably worth at least 5,000, and the emeralds. I mean, we've had quotes on them for 3,000-4,000 apiece. I know there's some very, very high value gems there, my friend.
You know, you bring up a good point. Not to mention, we saved the town.
It's true.
And I thank you for that very dearly, but that has nothing to do with my profit margin, if you understand what I'm saying. The emeralds, whoever quoted you 4,000 was out of their gourd, if I may say so. 1,000 gold pieces each, tops. And that is what I'm offering here.
I walk over to him and whisper in his ear, "Hey, buddy, what do you say? 12,500, and I get Solrak to clean the dog pee."
Oh, he was gonna do that. I know he was. If I had to pull him by the top of his head and scrub it down with his beard, he would be cleaning it.
I start
Hey,
laughing.
hey,
I like to
12,000
see you try in there.
12,500, and I'll let you do that to him.
I'm about to take off that 1,200, 10% right now.
Okay, 12,000 gold coins. We will take it.
We have a deal.
We have a deal, and we'll be out of your hair.
Maybe you throw in that ruby I was eyeing up suggestion. It's the 14 wisdom save.
Kind of looks down at the end of the case, the section of red gemstones over there. You get him to clean up that piss right now, and it's yours.
One moment, please. I go outside. I cast disguise self on myself to turn into Solrak, and I go inside and I clean up the pee.
Genius.
Yeah, you go inside and clean up all the pee. And you see Baldric standing there all looking like, that's right, clean that up.
And then I go back out and turn back into myself and go, all right, so 12,000 plus the ruby.
You, my sir, you have yourself a deal.
All right, so 12,000 minus 40 because I paid that. Minus 40. That divided by 3, so everybody gets 3,986.
I already took 20 off for paying, so I will give myself.
Yeah, just add the 20 back. So,
1,007.
and then I'll give myself the 40 back,
We're rich
and
again,
then
you guys. Holy
and then I
shit.
get a ruby, and then I go, body baby. Do you know anyone that could maybe work this into my helm?
Don't mind leaving with me for a couple of days, maybe just overnight. I could take care of that for you, no problem. Of course, there is a fee
What is the fee?
to do a nice gem set like that. The bezeling and everything. It's 25 gold pieces.
I think that's fair enough.
So you remove your helm and you leave it with him for the night.
Yep, with the ruby, and we're good.
Beautiful. Well, gentlemen, anytime that you find more of these precious gemstones, feel free to come to the Gem of the North to sell them and see old Baldric once more. Except for your friend out there, the hairy one. He can bug off.
No worries here. It'll be next time. It'll just be myself and the Pebble of the South.
Hey, don't worry, Baldric. I'm feeding my dog some water out here. We'll be in there in a minute.
See, I'm just...
We'll be on our way.
All
I'll
right.
see you tomorrow, Baldy.
Adieu. You guys head on out. Back into the early afternoon snowy haze of Bryn Shandir. And was there anything else that you guys want to take care of tonight? I know, Colbert, you probably need to get going.
Yeah, probably need to head out soon. I mean, I guess we'd probably just head to a bar and go to sleep eventually, but...
Should we?
Go to a bar and
Didn't you say there were some survivors at the Temple of Lathander?
well, we should end the night there. To pass out there anyways to get a long rest. So maybe we should save that for later at the end of the day.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah, 'cause
talk
we
to them.
need to
and then
check them,
get
and we
a
need
long
to check
rest.
with the sheriff, too. If we want to, we don't have to.
Okay, should we just end?
We should check with the
when
sheriff.
we-
Maybe we can get some men from him to help us with this creature.
Yeah, yeah, but
Maybe worth it.
I'm good for the night.
Yeah, I'm pretty tired.
Cool.
Yep.
We'll call it a night there then, guys. I know it's pretty much just a shopping night, walking around the city, but hey, you got some intel though about what's happening around the north up here, and maybe the monster that's been killing some bitches, traveling from here in Targos, and then of course Sirac. Maybe it's his father is the one that's Archicimber. You guys just got fucking filthy rich too. So yeah, good shit.
Fuck yeah.
Call story progression, you guys. There was a lot of it tonight, so yeah.
That's right. And also, I want to say real quick, because I forgot to do it at the beginning, I want to shout out to Jeff Greenspan. That's at Jeff Greenspan on Instagram and other shit. He's an amazing dude who made our new intro song that you might have caught on the intro that we had. Really cool stuff. Definitely has kind of like a Pink Floyd-y, kind of Zelda-y kind of vibes. Right up our alley. So Jeff Greenspan, you are the fucking man. We love you. Appreciate you, helping us out with this. And
Kind of a pimp.
yeah, he's a major pimp. But yeah, we'll talk in the Discord about when we'll play next. I wouldn't be opposed to getting a small one in on Saturday or something like that if you guys could.
I'm
I
down.
could do that.
But without
Good question.
that, yeah, I mean, even if it was just an hour or two, again, it's whatever. Something you can
I could
squeeze in
absolutely
there.
do that.
I know. Carlos is jonesing
tell
for some
me when
slashing
it's
and bashing.
Yeah, no fighting tonight,
Yeah.
so I'm sorry, guys. No
Yeah, it was
combat.
good to get all the leg work out, but yeah,
Yeah,
I'm itching.
Next time we'll get that creature hair.
love it, guys. Good shit.
Oh, before we go,
Yeah. Oh yeah, talk about it.
Yeah. So I kind of wrote a one shot.
Oh,
So it's a 1 to 3. So if everybody over the next week or two can make 2 level 6 characters,
I
we'll
already
be
got one ready.
running. Good. We'll be running essentially a prison break. The backstory is, the old king was killed, so there's a usurper on the throne. The old king's lieutenant is in jail, and you guys are going to show up to bust him out to
Fuck
raise the
yeah.
armies.
I love it.
Um,
I'm excited.
So yeah, there'll be more backstory, but that's a shindig. So think, a little bit of stealth, a little bit of quick kills. There's definitely going to be some people skills needed as well, or you can just kill everybody, but that's
Murder
probably not a
hobos.
good idea. Yeah, that's probably not going to be a good idea. It probably will kill you because, again, I've never done this before, so that's also why everybody's making 2 characters, or when I undoubtedly screw up and kill everybody when there's for
I love
no
it.
reason.
I already have a couple people made. So you guys, if you guys want to talk about what kind of classes that you have in mind, or what kind of character you want to play, I'll choose what I want to be based off of that too. So we can talk about that in Discord.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cool guys, that was fun.
All right,
and
everybody.
We'll talk about it later. See if we're playing this weekend. If not, then I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Take that nice long rest and watch out for those goblins under the stairs.
Yeah!
Peace out, y'all.
Peace.